Hello and welcome back to Mathematics Questions 2 for you, the parents at Lebone Lower School. Let me scroll down so you can get the questions. Here they come. There are 6 of them this time. So stop the video, try those questions or try these questions, and then start me again and see if your answers are the same. Right, let's get started. Question 1. Okay. A, that's 200 times by 50. Okay. Right. So if we had just the 5 times 200, that would be 1,000. Because 5 times 2 is 10. Then you're going to multiply that by 10, so it's 10,000. Another way is just to look at the number of zeros here, 3, write down the same number of zeros here, 3, and then do your 5 times 2, which will give you 10. So that's the first answer, and that's got 4 zeros. So we're looking for an answer with more than 4 zeros. Right, B is 10 times 200. That's going to give me 2,000, which has got 3 zeros. So at the moment, A is looking good. C, 120 multiplied by 400. If we use the zero method, that's 3 zeros. And then 4 12s, 48. So my answer is 48,000, which is obviously bigger than A, but it's the number of zeros I'm after. So it's 3, so A is still looking good. D, 9 times 6,000. 1, 2, 3 zeros. 9 times 6 is 54. So 54,000, which is again actually the biggest one, but still only 3 zeros. E, well, they're not all the same. So my answer is A. Right. Question 2. Right. We've got, let me just give myself a bit more space there. Okay, here we go. We've got steps now. And conveniently are 3 children, A for Alan, B for Brenda, C for Carly. So A, Alan, one at a time. So he's here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he just hits all the stairs, one at a time. B, Brenda, she goes up 2 at a time. So her first one will be step 2, and then 4, and then 6, and then 8. So she goes 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. Carly, she goes in 3s. So her first step is 3, then 6, then 9. 3, 6, 9, and so on. So what is the first step they all land on? You're looking for a common multiple. Here it is, 6, 6, 6. And the answer then will be D. So you've actually been looking for the lowest common multiple of 1, 2, and 3, which is 6. Fine. Right. Let's have a look at question 3. Here we go. clock loses time at 3 minutes per hour, and it starts off at 1300. So at 1400, if I just sort of try and understand this question, when the clock shows 1400, it's not really 1400 because it's lost 3 minutes. So it's actually, it's sort of minus 3 minutes, if I can put it like that. So every hour, it's going to lose 3 minutes. Okay, so if we went from 1 o'clock to say 3 o'clock, it would now lose 6 minutes. So it wouldn't really be 3 o'clock, it would be 3 o'clock minus the 6 minutes. Okay, because it's every hour loses 3 minutes. Okay, we want to know when the clock shows 10 o'clock the next day. So it starts at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So by the time it gets to midnight, say, right, this clock is losing 3 minutes per every hour. That's 11 hours. So you're going to have to take away 11 times 3. That's till midnight. Then you've got to go from midnight till 10 o'clock in the morning. So now you've got to go from midnight to 10, which is another 10 hours. So now you've got to take away another 10 lots of 3 minutes. So actually, you've got to work out 21 lots of 3 minutes, which is 63. And you've now got to take 63 minutes away from the clock, which is what the clock will show. So it won't show 10 o'clock. It'll show 10 o'clock, take away 63. So if you take away 60, it's now going to show 9 o'clock. Then you've got to take away 3, so it's actually going to show 08:57, which is answer D. Okay. Right. Where are we? Question 4. Question 4. At school A, the bell rings every half hour. Okay. And it starts at 8 o'clock, so 8 o'clock, and then 8:30, and then 9 o'clock. No problem with bell. Well, the school A. Now B, it rings every 35 minutes. So it starts at 8. But then the next one is 8:35. And then the next one, you've got to add on 35 to this. So if I add on 25, it's 9 o'clock. 9, 10. Okay. So let's just think. There's the one that every 30 minutes the bell rings. And then there's the other school where it's every 35 minutes. So rather like the question we did earlier about lowest common multiples, about the kids going up the steps. This is a similar question because I want the lowest common multiple of 30 and 35. And a pretty slick way of doing that is to break 30 down into prime factors. So 30 is 2 times 15, and 15 is 3 times 5. So 30 is 2 times 3 times 5. So now you're expressing the number 30 as a product, because you're multiplying, of prime factors. Prime numbers, put them up here. 2 is the lowest prime, then 3. 4 is no good because it's composite, it's got a factor of 2. 5, 7, 11. These are the numbers which have only 2 factors. If you take 11, the only factors of 11 are 1 and 11. If you take 7, the only factors of 7 are 1 and 7. Because there are 2 factors, that rules out 1 as a prime number, so we start with 2. Okay, let's look at 35. Think about 35. It's 7. 5 times 7. Oh, straight away. So now you want the lowest number that these numbers go into. So it must be 2 times 3 times 5 for the 30. It's also got to be 5 times 7, so I need a 7. So this number, whatever that is the lowest common multiple. So it's 10 times 21. So it's 21 times 10, which gives us 210. That's minutes. Okay. So we want 210 minutes after 8 o'clock. So we've got to think of 60s now, because 60 minutes and an hour. So 3 hours will be 180 minutes. Then I've got another 30 minutes. Okay, so it's 3.5 hours. So it's 3.5 hours from 8 o'clock, and that gives me 11:30. Okay, so at 11:30 the bells will chime again, and that is answer C. Great, nice question, enjoyed that. All right, next one. Question 5. Okay, question 5. Jason and Mary together have 96 stamps. Right, Jason has twice as many. So Jason, it's nice if we can get to model this. There's Jason, he's got twice as many stamps as Mary. So each block is the number of stamps. Mary's got this many, Jason's got twice as many. Okay, now together they have 96 stamps. So these 3 blocks must be the same as 96. So you can think of it like as a balance. Okay, so these 3 blocks, 96. So each block must be 32. Okay, so how many does Mary? She has 1 block, 32. So Mary has 32 stamps, which is answer C. Great. Right, last one, number 6. Predict which of the following calculations is the same as 291 divided by 24. Now we know that only one of the answers is correct. So you can break 291 down into 210 plus 81. That's 291. So if you divide each of those by 24, it's the same. So answer D. Okay, great. Hope you enjoyed that. And soon it will be parent questions number 3.